Alright, KO Boxing Vibers, it's your boy, KO Boxing Vibe, live again. Saturday, big fight taking place. Well, not really a big fight, decent fight. Conor Benn is taking on Samuel Vargas. Samuel Vargas, he's decent welterweight. I like to call he's kind of like a gatekeeper. He's kind of like a Derek Chisora of the welterweight division. He's not known for his wins, he's known for his losses. He's obviously got experience, even though he lost fighting guys like Errol Spence in 2015. He fought Amir Khan in 2018. He recently fought Virgil Ortiz, in recently as well. You can check that out on DAZN's YouTube channel. It was uploaded up there on the highlights, and the fight uploaded 8 months ago. Samuel Vargas has been in some decent fights against, good names. So this is going to be interesting. It's been put forward as a probably a tough fight, a test for Conor Benn. Conor Benn's obviously been saying he wants to use this, as a stepping stone, and he wants to even beat him. He beat Samuel Vargas in more devastating fashion than Amir Khan, because Amir Khan wasn't actually able to stop Samuel Vargas. In their fight, Amir Khan did drop. I think he dropped Vargas like 2 or 3 times. I think it was 2 times. But unsurprisingly, Amir Khan got dropped himself. To me, and someone dropping Amir Khan is not really something I can praise you about, because the guy is literally, his chin is made out of glass. You just drop the the right hand on it, and it's gonna smash to pieces. So obviously, Amir Khan tasted the canvas against Samuel Vargas. Samuel Vargas, like I said, he got beat by Errol Spence, got beat by Virgil Ortiz, but. There's one thing I can give Samuel Vargas is that he has got heart. He does go to trenches. He didn't allow himself to get stopped by Amir Khan. He was holding, throwing shots back. So he's not going to come in here against Conor Benn and lie down on the canvas. He's not going to come in here and say, you know what, you're the guy that they're trying to push forward. You're the favorite. You're the matchroom favorite. I'm just going to come here and, find a nice comfy spot on the canvas and get my sleeping bag and sleep. Now, I don't think he's going to be one of these fighters. I think he's going to put up a bit more resistance than Formella did against Conor Benn. Obviously, Conor Benn is the massive favorite, but anything can happen in boxing. But for me, I'm favoring Conor Benn to do the job. I wouldn't be surprised if this fight actually goes 12 rounds, to be honest, because if you look at Samuel Vargas, it's quite a small welterweight, and Conor Benn is quite a small welterweight himself. And if you look at his performance against Virgil Ortiz recently, Virgil Ortiz is a big, he's big at the weight. Once he drinks the water, gets that food in, he puts on, the few pounds. He was a big guy. Errol Spence is a big guy as well. Amir Khan. Amir Khan is not, he's not like as big as I say like a Virgil Ortiz or Errol Spence, but he's bigger than Samuel Vargas. So it's going to be interesting to look at the dynamics of this fight. I don't know if Samuel Vargas, is going to feel more comfortable because of the size of Conor Benn. Conor Benn is more broad at the shoulders, but if you look at their build, they're pretty much not too dissimilar in physique and build. Conor Benn is more broad at the shoulders than Samuel Vargas, but it's gonna be interesting, man. Conor Benn, as I said, he's gonna be the hot favorite to win the fight. He looked good, against Sebastian Formella, putting the shots together, going to the body. He knows how to turn on the gas tank at times. And for me, if Conor Benn stops Samuel Vargas, I feel like it's gonna be Samuel Vargas getting overwhelmed by shots and by the shots and then getting stopped, because having checked Samuel Vargas's fights, when fighters turn it on, he seems to get befuddled and get a bit bombarded. But he manages to survive a lot of the time. But he's susceptible to getting befuddled and taking shots. I only give him his credit that he is a warrior and he will go to trenches. And he has got heart. He's not, like I said, he's not going to find somewhere to sleep on the canvas. But it's going to be interesting, man. What say you guys, man? Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Like the channel and do all that good stuff. Drop your comments as well in the comment section below. What do you guys think about, Conor Benn taking on Amir Khan, because not taking on Amir Khan, taking on Samuel Vargas. Heavy favorite. I saw some posts. Recently. People. No, it's not Eddie Hearn, is it? Who's talking about Conor Benn fighting Amir Khan? I saw that somewhere. It's gonna. I don't know. Amir Khan. The Benn versus Khan. Will that do good pay-per-view? I suspect it will. But let's not delve into that now. In terms of this fight, it's going to be interesting to, make a comparison between how Conor Benn deals with, because he is an older, 5 years older, Samuel Vargas and Errol Spence fought. It's a 2 year older Samuel Vargas than, Amir Khan fought. So, how good is Samuel Vargas still now? He has taken a lot of punishment. He took punishment. Jack Reese had to jump in and stop it. Against Virgil Ortiz. He didn't, he made it to the second round, but he had to made it to the next round, but he had to save Samuel Vargas from himself. Shows the heart of the guy. So it's going to be interesting, man, making a comparison between Benn's performance and, some of these big names, because Samuel Vargas has fought Danny Garcia, fought Errol Spence, fought Louis Collazo, fought Virgil Ortiz, Amir Khan. These are solid, these are renowned names, in the welterweight division. So it's going to be interesting to see what Conor Benn's capable of doing, and if he does dispatch of Samuel Vargas in spectacular fashion, is that because Conor Benn is great, or is it because Samuel Vargas is taking all these guys and he's pretty much a washed up fighter? So let's see what happens, man. Live on Sky, I think it's on Sky Action. I think I'm going to be watching it. We'll see what you guys think. Gonna do my post-fight reaction as well after the fight, so drop your comments in the comment section below. Who's winning this fight? What's gonna happen? Is this a step up too soon? A tough fight for Conor Benn? Will he be victorious? Will he get exposed? What's gonna happen? Is he gonna stop Samuel Vargas in decisive technical fashion? Because his dad Nigel Benn was saying, that I was a roughie, I was a fighter, but he thinks his son is even more technically gifted than himself. Is he just being optimistic because he's trying to praise his son or what? But let's see what happens, man. It's going to be live, decent undercard, not average, it's worth watching a couple of the fights. Probably I'll watch a few of them, but let's see what happens, man. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me see what you guys are saying. Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas today, Saturday. Let's see what happens, man. Cool.